morning, Classic Radio 105.5, 105.9. Those of you also viewing via GBN TV, whether you're viewing Channel 7, Channel 11, Channel 20, good morning and welcome. It's Mid-Morning Buzz here, all part of the Jingle and Mingle segment this morning. And with me this morning, I have folks from the National Training Agency. I do have with me, of course, Ms. Julien Gutu. If we get the name right, she's the Market and Communication Officer. Also with me, we have Mavis Stafford. She's a massage therapist, also owner of her own business. And we have Mr. Rendel, who's a plumber. And so we're going to have a bit of a chit chat with them this morning. Let me let them personally introduce themselves. And starting, let's say, let's move to you first. Good morning, and once again, I did mention your name already, but I guess you can do it again.
Listeners, wherever you are on social media, television, radio. My name is Julien Gutu. I'm the Marketing and Communications Officer at the National Training Agency. We're very happy to be here today speaking with GT, especially as we are celebrating our 15th anniversary as an organization.
All right. Of course, Mavis, any formal introduction this morning?
Yes, please. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mavis Stafford. I'm the administrator of Master Massage Clinic and Institute.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rendel, owner of Barry's Plumbing Services.
All right. Well, welcome. Let me say good morning once again. And let's talk about the National Training Agency. What's the main function and focus on the National Training Agency?
Well, first, let me say that this week we are celebrating 15 years of existence. And we've decided to have a number of activities during the week to mark that observance. Our theme is invest in your future with TVET certification. Okay. So certification, that's one of our major roles or functions as an NTA. One of the major things that service we provide is certification, the Caribbean Vocational Qualification, and the National Vocational Qualification. So we provide certification in those two qualifications. Also, as an NTA, we accredit institutions. So Ms. Stafford here, she has said she has recently opened her massage institute, and she's working with us towards being approved and audited training provider. So we have about 20 or so audited, approved training providers working with us, and another set that's working towards being audited and approved. And these centers, once they're audited and approved, can deliver training leading to CVQ or NVQ certification through the NTA. We also train the persons who are to deliver any kind of technical and vocational training in Grenada. So we train all the TVET instructors, and that's what TVET means, Technical Vocational Education and Training. So we train all the instructors. The instructors are the one who deliver the competency-based training within the institutions that deliver TVET programs. We also train assessors. Assessors are really also the examiners, the ones. So the instructors are not the same as in the assessors. Instructors are not expected to assess their own students, okay, right? Just to avoid any kind of bias. So we have other trained assessors who will come in and do the assessment of the students once they have completed or during the completion of their courses. Then we also have verifiers. The verifiers now verify, because we deliver or provide certification for regional standard qualification, because the CVQ is a regional qualification and it has to be at a CARICOM standard that persons can move seamlessly throughout the region, get the CSME certificate and move for jobs. It has to be of a high level standard. So to ensure that standard of assessment, standard of instruction follows the quality assurance guidelines of the National Training Agency and CARICOM, we have persons who are verifiers that we also train. And these verifiers, they're internal and external. So institutions will have their own internal verifiers, persons within the institutions who verify that all the quality assurance processes were followed. Then when the documents and so for certification come to us, we also use our what we call external verifiers, which are hired by the National Training Agency and trained by the National Training Agency to also verify that the processes were followed as they should before we approve certification. So, and then we also train auditors or have auditors that work to make sure that the centers that we approve and accredit, that they are properly audited, they meet all the standards to deliver training. So those are some of the key things that we do as an NTA.
All right. 15 years. Who would have thought, right?
Yes, it's a long time.
It's a long time.
And I first started with them around 2010. 2010. So I've been around a long time.
All right. So tell me what some of the major achievements of the NTA for the past 15 years.
Well, we have trained, certified almost 7,000 persons to date of the workforce. And given that the workforce is just about 40,000 persons, you could say that we have certified 1/3 of the workforce. So we're making great strides in Grenada in terms of making sure that we have a certified workforce. And why do we want to have a certified workforce? A certified, as the two other persons here with me today will testify in a few moments. Certification opens doors for persons to explore broader horizons, to get greater opportunities, to do more with their life and not be stuck in one place. So we are happy that we have at least almost 7,000 people certified. This year alone, we've certified 8,448. Another thing is that we are also getting recognition for the certification. We recently completed a survey about a month or two ago. October month, we completed the survey with employers to see which employers know about the NTA, if they know about the NTA, and whether they are using the certification in their recruitment and employment practices, like promotions and so on. And we spoke to or surveyed 183 employers, which is a good bit, and a lot of them are the major big employers that exist in Grenada. And of the employers that we surveyed, 83% had heard of the NTA, knew about the NTA, and 53% of that group was actually using the certification. So we are quite encouraged. We hope that if we do another survey by next year, that we will have more. Like, we want to get to the point where 100% of our employers are using the certification to hire persons and to promote them in the workplace.
What would you say in the 15 years that you see would be your greatest impact, if I could ask that?
Like what we've been doing this week, sharing the success stories of our graduates. So on Monday, we went to the Grenville Secondary School and we had persons whose lives were changed. We had an ex-inmate, or because we also do training our certified persons from His Majesty's Prison. And we have, they are an approved training center. Also the Grand Bachelet Rehabilitation Center. So persons, not because you have fallen off the grid and you're vulnerable means that you do not have an opportunity to rebound. And so persons, what we have discovered is that persons who have done the CVQ certification training and certification within the prisons or in any rehabilitation facility, the rate of recidivism and the prison, meaning that the rate at which they return is less. And so we had this gentleman who had been out of prison for 10 years, and this is because he had done the CVQ program. He had been certified in crop production, general construction. He now has his own farm. He's running his own business. He has contracts. He says he has so much work. He's looking for people to hire and to employ, and he can't even get people to help, young people to help with the work. But he is really doing good, so we had him speak to the students. Then we had another girl who, again, had many struggles to get there. She started off with the NTA from the very beginning, doing a cosmetology program back in 2010. And as a young person, she was not sure what she wanted, but she finally did a crop production, and now she has one of the biggest farms. She has a 2-acre farm. She's putting out a lot. She's giving back to the community, and she's right now a finalist in a agriculture competition in the United States. And I guess we'll hear more about that later on. So we've had these people speak, and throughout the week, like we're doing today, we're having people who have received CVQ certification come and share their own stories. So this is the impact that people's lives are being changed through the CVQ and NVQ certification.
Who is encouraged to visit the NTA? Who are individuals encouraged? Who do you encourage to visit the NTA?
Persons are hearing about us more and more.
Yes.
And one of the programs that we do is, as both Mavis and Rendel did, is what we call assessment of prior learning for adult people who have already left school. Right. They have gained skills along the way. They have learned the thing on the job, but they are not certified. We provide the service of making sure that they are certified through what we call assessment of prior learning, and they will tell you for themselves. But yes, persons are hearing about it through to their companies. Right now, we are having more and more companies coming to us saying they want to get their employees. Just yesterday, we had a company approach us about getting their employees trained in forklift operations. And other companies have approached us to get all of their staff trained. So a lot of companies approach us and say we call it enterprise-based training, where they come to us and say they want to do training for their staff because they realize that their staff needs upgrading. And it's because we also go out there and engage the employers themselves. See the survey that we recently did?
Yes.
Just by people calling to ask and to find out, and one of the questions would you like to know more? And then we bring the employers together and tell them more what this is about so that they can also contribute to uplifting their own staff.
Why would you say the importance of certification? How is important is certification for individuals?
Because, skills and technical training is what drives economy, what drives work. Knowledge is important, but skills, what you can do, is what really drives. So any workplace you go, you need to know how to do something. You are here, you need to know how to operate all these controls. You could have done an exam in university and say, this is what you do. But then when they put you in a studio, you do not know how to actually operate.
Practical approach.
Practical approach, because this is what is required in the world of work. So this is a major part of the NTA's focus, that we focus on the competency base, what a person can do, in the world of work. So that's one of the things.
All right. Let's go to our other two, of course, persons with us this morning. Tell us, who's going to, of course, answer this question. Tell us about, your journey, your TVET journey. Tell us about that. Yeah, just go ahead. Microphones are open. Just go ahead. Just speak.
Okay, so as I said, I'm the owner of an institute, the Massage Therapy Institute, and I started back there in 2004 as a massage therapist. But prior to that, I did general administration with National Training Agency through a center. That's by Miss Gray.
Okay.
And back then I was wondering, why general administration? Secretarial is so different from massage therapy. But I went ahead and I do it anyway because I was being certified in that area.
Okay.
And I was yet to have a certificate on my own. All right. And then in 2004, I started to massage and stuff. I heard about the National Training Agency, and I went there and have a chat with Mrs. Charles, Janister Charles, because I was certified in massages.
Sorry, you said 2004? I think you have the date wrong.
That's when I started massages.
Okay.
2004.
Yeah, that's when I would have started. I had the passion and I started then. And I was certified in 2004 in La Sauce.
Okay.
With a certificate in La Sauce. But a couple years after, I wanted a certificate with my name on it, you understand? Because going to interviews, you bring in another company certificate with a name on it. It's not, you don't have too much confidence then.
All right.
So I've heard about National Training Agency, and I went in to have a chat with the training officer then. And she guided me into the way of being certified. That's through the APL, yeah?
All right.
I had to build a portfolio and go through the different stages. They wanted proof that I am a massage therapist, right? Because you will not be certified just like that if you do not have proof.
The word about don't always work.
No. Yeah. So we work along, and I built that portfolio, and I was certified in 2017.
All right.
Through the National Training Agency. It was a level 4 certification.
All right. How has that benefited you thus far?
Well, I was the first Grenadian to be certified in that occupational area.
All right.
And man, that boosts my confidence.
All right.
All
right. Nice to hear that. Nice to hear.
She said the first Grenadian in an occupational area.
Okay. Because
we had trained the instructors, and so they are level 4. Mm-hmm. And a level 4 qualification is basically on the qualifications framework is equivalent to a bachelor's degree.
All right.
So she was the first in a skill area to have achieved that. She would always have the record.
All right, great. Nice to know that. Nice to know that. Rendel,
yes,
tell me how. Tell us about your journey also. How it started for you.
Well, my journey for plumbing, I started at 2004.
Okay.
And then I got to work with Plumbing Solutions. which I was a supervisor and had no certificate.
All right. But you just knew your thing.
Yeah, I knew
All
my
right.
thing.
All right.
And then I got introduced to Miss Benjamin. We 2001.
Was it 2001?
Sorry.
When you started 2004, when I'm in
2021.
2021. I know time flies, eh?
My bad.
All right.
And I started the journey, and it was good. And I got you.
All right. Tell us, how has your certificate changed your life? How being certified changed your lives? I'm not sure which one of you two
It's
are going to say that.
impacted me very well. It gave me more confidence and more durable to do my work. And so on.
I mean, more that you're going out to do a job and someone comes to you, could say, hey, this is proof that I know what I'm coming to do.
Yeah.
I'm not just coming to do it. Maybe, yes, there are people who work as apprentices who could say, if you could say that, but, and they can do this stuff. But this also gives you the confidence to go speak to particular companies, hey, this is what I am certified to do, and that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
So true. Tell me about your certification also, Mavis. Tell me how that changed your life.
It also brings respect on the job. You understand? That level of confidence you have now, you're able to communicate with people. And I have a friend, she always say to me, girl, you like to talk with?
Well,
I'm not afraid
that
anymore.
Being a masseuse also, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You have to talk to whoever you're giving a massage, right?
Right. So it brought out that level of confidence and respect on the job.
All right, great.
And her, because she was the first, it was a big thing for her workplace. They had a big celebration with cake and everything, and that made media, that made news,
Yes,
because
it was really
she
good.
was the first. So that gave her a lot of publicity and started. And then even though he doesn't say it, the impact he has right now, he has a lot of jobs, more than he can handle.
Yeah.
He's working on major big projects in terms of plumbing. So
All right, great. Now tell us, as you individual, what would you like to to tell young people who seeking a career path, especially like what you do, or maybe other career paths, especially would you encourage them to come to the NTA and get themselves certified?
I would encourage them because there's a lot of opportunity out there, whereas people use people, but you need to get certified and it will help you in life.
All right. Rivers?
Yeah, and for me, you find that passion, the thing that you're passionate about. Find that thing that you're passionate about. Everyone was born with a talent, so you just need to identify that talent and just do a self-assessment, and then find someone to talk to. The National Training Agency is there. They offer so many programs. I'm pretty sure whatever you're talented in, your passion, it will fall under that umbrella. Understand?
Happy to know
So
that.
just talk to someone.
Probably I should come to the National Training Agency myself. Eh?
we do have things like live song engineering, radio broadcasting, so you can get certified. And
Yeah.
All right, great. Any final thing before we take a wrap for today?
That's up to Rendel.
Yeah? Anything final?
Sorry?
He's asking if you want to say
Anything final before we take a wrap?
Oh, not really.
Not really. Israel is not much of a talker, I understand that. Well, we go to Mavis, who specified that she's a talker, so I know she will certainly have some closing comments for us this morning.
Yeah, so for me, a closed mouth, as my pastor always say to the congregation, a closed mouth is a closed destiny.
Right.
You need to speak. Find your passion, whatever you're passionate about, and just speak to someone about it. And they will help you, they will guide you through whatever it is, and help you with that journey.
All right,
Yeah.
Ms. Gutu.
Okay.
So I want to say about the two people, like I have to help them because they're not really outgoing with their information. So Mavis, so she did an APL with us, but she didn't just stay there. She also became and trained to become an instructor, an assessor.
All right.
So now she not only got certified, now she can instruct and teach and assess other persons in the field.
Okay.
So that is also a plus for us as an NT because we are building capacity within our Tibet system to have trained persons who can now deliver training or assess others. So she does that, and she recently started her own massage institute where she can actually deliver training and so on. Which is a great plus for us because we have never really had a permanent massage therapy school or anything in Grenada. And in the case of Rendel, like I said, he is doing, again, he started off as a NULO when he learned some of the basic construction things as a NULO student, then moved on to work with a company where he gained some more knowledge on the plumbing. Also, Mavis, she worked in the hotel industry in massage. So both of them, they are good examples of they learned their craft on the job, and then they just basically at some point needed to be certified in it, which we did.
And
yes.
the NTA supply that.
Yes.
I want to thank you folks for being with us once again this morning, and it's happy to know, of course, the NTA is offering such, of course, and there's lots of individuals out there who may be able to do a lot of things, but need that certification in order to get to another level. Yes. And it certainly has been offered by the NTA.
I just have one last thing to say.
Sure, go ahead.
That anybody who's interested in being certified with the NTA to contact us. We have a website, we have a Facebook page, www.grenada.nta.gd, or you can call our phone number 435-9092 or 9093, or just Google us, Grenada National Training Agency, National Training Agency of Grenada will come up. Have a conversation with us. Our website is very interactive. Send us a note, and then our enterprise-based training officer will be in contact with you to see how you can go through this process of receiving your certification through assessment of prior learning.
All right. Yes. Thank you, folks, once again for being with us this morning, and best wishes going out, and happy 15th anniversary, if you can say that.
Thank you.
Best wishes once again. Hey, folks, that's what we take a wrap for today's program. Have yourself a good one. Join us again for another edition. That's what we say goodbye.